Whoa, Liverpool, slow down a little bit. You've just finalised the deal for Florian Wirtz, and now Hugo Eketike as well as centre forward, backed up by obviously the Kirkes and the Frimpong signings. This is getting serious. This is your Football Talks update transfer window special midday, and Liverpool are just about to smash all kinds of transfer records. Again, how many times have I said this now in this transfer window since it's been open? This is absolutely ridiculous. Well, kudos to Liverpool. If they can get Eketike done, then let's see it. We have got updates on Jack Grealish as well. Everton? What's going on in this transfer window? It's all gone absolutely mental. Jadon Sancho to Spurs or Aston Villa or West Ham or anyone who'll take the bleeding guy? I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. And Jack Grealish. But Liverpool fans, you must be absolutely cloud9 in it right now, because not only did you just, like I said then, seal the deal for Florian Wirtz, record transfer, €150 million. You're about to go and smash another forward record and get Hugo Eketike. Now look, Eketike has been on the back burner with Frankfurt. He's come out and said that he is leaving, so we know that Eketike is leaving. It was reported that Chelsea were top runners for Eketike. Not the case, Ben Jacobs has said this morning, and it is Liverpool who are now leading the race for Eketike. So you've got Eketike coming in, you've got Florian Wirtz, and then more. So your front line is going to be Wirtz, Salah, and Eketike in the middle. Holy shitballs. Like, honestly, that is something else. That's starting to get a little bit scary now for Liverpool. Backed up by what? Jota, Diaz. Something's got to change with Liverpool's outgoing, surely. I know they had a lot of money to spend with PSR after having a clean slate last summer, and didn't really spend much apart from Chiesa, but oh my God, like, let's make up for it in one window, shall we? And there you go. Well done, Arne. You've won us the league. Now you're going to get given the world. Like, we're looking now, what are we talking here? We're going up towards over £300 million spend for Liverpool if Eketike comes in. Look, we're nowhere near finalised yet. Liverpool still want to get Kirkes signed, sealed, delivered and over the line. Obviously, Florian Wirtz is now going through the medicals and whatnots and signing contracts. It's going to be a big, significant switch around here in Liverpool's front line for the new season, isn't it? But hey, look, it's going to be a very competitive Premier League next season. If you look at what City are doing and now what Liverpool are doing, Arsenal are trying to catch up and are looking to maybe take Gyökeres or Sesko to bring into their forward line, added to the signing of obviously Zubimendi. They're after other players as well, Arsenal, but nowhere near down the line as what Liverpool and Man City are. But it's going from City to Liverpool, and they keep on going above each other in this table right now in terms of who's having the best transfer window. But I'm sorry, if Liverpool get Wirtz in, obviously they've got Frimpong in, they're getting Kirkes in, and then they get Eketike as well, one of the brightest young French strikers in European football right now, then you're talking Liverpool winning that transfer window race, aren't you? You've got to be. But 300 million, wow, that is a massive statement. Like, I thought I was going to be talking just statements alone with Florian Wirtz yesterday, but now with this on top, this I think we need to keep an eye on, and we will do here on Football Talks. But that's the main headline, I think. Eketike to Liverpool, that's big, that is massive. And that, honestly, I'm being blown away by Liverpool's transfer window right now. Pains me to say it, but I can only say what I see, and that is impressive. It really is. And moving on to Manchester City themselves, and Jack Grealish to Everton. I'm not laughing at that like it's Everton can't do it, but new stadium, new era at Everton. Jack Grealish is going to be sold by Manchester City. He's been left out of that City World Club Cup squad, so he's not playing in that. Honestly, right now, I look at this and I go, Jack Grealish to Everton? Makes sense. I would have thought he would have gone back to Aston Villa, to be honest. I thought that was the better move for him. But look, new stadium, new revenues coming in. Maybe Everton financially can start to look at that and balance their books that way. They've cleared all their PSR issues from a couple of seasons back now. So clean slate moving forward. Get the right price for Jack Grealish. He stays in the area. He's not too far away from Birmingham still again. Obviously with Manchester ties still there as well, up in the northwest. It makes sense really, doesn't it? But Grealish, I'm being disrespectful when I say what a come down. It is when you're not playing in the Champions League and you're going straight into just domestic football with the qualities that Jack Grealish has still got. I get anyone's argument with that, but who is going to be able to afford Jack Grealish? I mean, if City want 40 million, Everton can afford him because they've already offered the asking price for Liam Delap, and we know that they were in for him at the start of this transfer window. So if you've got 30 million, I'm sure you can stretch it to 40 million with everything else going on. But that would be a major signing. A major signing for Everton. And you know what? Merseyside is hot right now when it comes to what's happening in this transfer window. Everton in for Jack Grealish. And the actual headline says that they are now favourites to sign Jack Grealish, which is pretty damn good for them in terms of moving and shaking into this transfer window. That is very, very impressive, I must say, from Everton if they manage to land Jack Grealish. Just to go through the report on that, Football Insider is saying they are now leading the race to signing from Manchester City this summer, which is pretty crazy. It really is, isn't it? But hey, look, I'm not counting anything out of this transfer window. It's going to be a record-breaking one, and I'm all for it. It brings more excitement to the table, doesn't it? According to quite a few different publications and tabloids, Jadon Sancho is being monitored by several clubs right now, but Aston Villa keep sneaking in front with what is actually happening now and where we're actually at with this transfer and the possibility that Sancho could move there. Tottenham and Newcastle also interested, but I think Newcastle's interest lie with Anthony Elanga at the moment, and significant talks have taken place between Newcastle and Anthony Elanga and his move as well. So Nottingham Forest are going to demand a very, very high fee for Anthony Elanga, so that's not an easy move for them to make. Jadon Sancho could be one of them that moves right at the end of the window again like he did last summer. I think he's last resort for any football club right now. Look, he had an alright end to the season, but look, when Chelsea are paying $5 million just to get rid of him, it kind of tells you that there are alarm bells ringing there and there's red flags all over this. So will Jadon Sancho get a permanent move? Will he get a loan move away from Manchester United this summer? God knows what is going to happen when we get to the depths. But I don't see Sancho moving very quickly. I just think he's going to be last resort again, like he was last summer with that emergency loan for Chelsea. And I don't see anybody busting a gut to get him in, is what I'm saying. I'd be surprised if he went in the months of June or July anyway. I think he's an August transfer, Jadon Sancho. But Spurs, interestingly interested in him. Obviously, Champions League experience in Jadon Sancho. He's got a good record in the Champions League. Maybe Spurs are looking at that. He's not going to cost a lot of money. The wages are a problem, but if you've got Champions League money, then you can afford them wages probably, and you can sort of subsidise it with the incomings that you've got with that. I'm guessing that's why they might be looking at him. He is an option with that Premier League and, like I said, Champions League experience for the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Tottenham, like I just said then, and even to that matter, Aston Villa in the Europa League. So that I can see the sense in it. I can, but again, I don't think anyone's going to be absolutely busting one to try and get Jadon Sancho through the door. And we will see on that one. I think time will tell, but Sancho obviously isn't wanted at United. There is an option for a loan still again for him, and then he leaves United on a free. Not good for the Reds, but anybody else looking in right now might see this as an opportunity to take Sancho away. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, everybody. They're your updates at the moment. Liverpool going great guns. Surprise for Jack Grealish heading out to Everton. Elanga to Newcastle. If that doesn't work out, could they take Jadon Sancho or Aston Villa and Spurs ahead of Newcastle in the Sancho race? Like, share, subscribe on the screen right now, everybody. Give me your thoughts in the comments section. This is Football Talks. I'm Adam. See you in the next video, everybody.